When you talk about the Golden State Warriors, of course, first, it's Steph Curry.
Steph with the reload three. Good!
What a shot. Steph Curry hitting 40% of his threes, 48% overall coming into the game, averaging 25 a contest.
Having those guys around you now with the addition of KD, does that take a little bit of pressure off of you? Does it change the way you try and meet the expectation of being the player you are as you guys chase your goal?
It doesn't take the pressure off because I still have to do my job and do it at a high level for us to be successful. I don't get caught up in the semantics of the night to night, am I scoring 40, 50, whatever. There's little things that I need to do to help my team win. I need to be an aggressive scorer. I need to be an aggressive playmaker. I need to be the smartest guy on the floor making decisions. The box score may look a little different, but at the end of the day, I know when I play well and know when I did my job and when I push the envelope, and I want to have that feeling every night I step off the floor when I lost.
You can say the Warrior record for a half is 45 by Rick Barry. And Clay has 40 in the first half. Warriors are having fun. Clay for three. Good!
What does moments like that do to help you get through a season and build a bond and chemistry that could lead you to what you guys are after?
Well, it's a long year to begin with, so those moments that, those nights where they're different, they're special, you want to enjoy them and not take them for granted. I don't think anybody's going to take for granted 60 points in 3 quarters, but in those moments, one, you're happy for your teammate doing what he's doing, and you want to, just encourage him to keep it going. But we as basketball purists and basketball fans and players on the bench, and we were watching him do what he was doing, it was just unbelievable. And so that kind of emotion came out. It was a lot of fun that night, and obviously a night that we'll remember for a long time.
Zaza winning that tip. Curry on the go route. Back to Durant. What a play!
Well, it didn't take him 3 months to learn how to play together on that particular play, did it?
When you think back to having already been at the top, winning a title at the finals last year, didn't quite make it there again, with the goal being the same, is to get back and win another championship, what does adding KD to the mix do for this team and that possibility?
I mean, it just gives us a different dynamic that we can count on. He's obviously an all-world talent that does things on the court that not many people can do. But we added to our versatility. That's been our calling card since we became a championship caliber, championship winning team. And he's hungry, just like the rest of us, to get to that stage again and get back on top. So we're going to do it a different way. But like you said, the goal does remain the same.
You get a closer look at the dynamic duo for the Dubs this season, and the numbers are just incredible from 2 of the best in the game. And for Kevin Durant, who, even though we're talking about Steph as a 2-time MVP, has probably been the most valuable player on this team this year. But if you look at the most valuable aspect of the team, Coach, I think everybody would think, well, it's got to be three-point shooting or it has to be offense. But it's actually been their defense, and specifically their ability to use the defense to get in transition and get easy baskets.
Well, if we go back 2 years ago, the championship season for them, their defense was right at the top of the league for the majority of the season. And then last year, not quite the same, but that's tough to replicate. But they do it in a number of different ways. Firstly, you don't give them enough credit, I think, for protecting the front of the rim. They have shot blockers that aren't necessarily 7 feet tall, and it leads to these 3-on-1, 3-on-2 situations, which they are so good at. Then the other night, a very close game. Anthony Davis to win it? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, block shot that time by Kevin Durant, who leads them in block shots. So he's pretty good at protecting the basket, by the way. You get Draymond blocking it. Curry goes by the mismatch because Porzingis had to pick him up in transition. And then watch this. Everybody is looking at Curry, but in the deep left-hand corner, Curry knows his guy, Thompson's going to be there. Well, that's the same as a layup for him. Three-pointer, uncontested, he knocks it down. So you see how great defense can lead to these easy buckets for a team that's mentality is so good and they change so fast from one end of the court to the offensive end of the court.
You know, something, Danny, that I've watched with Katie that's been so impressive, and I wonder, as a player, how teammates feed off it. We know how talented he is. He can go out, score 40 a night. He is selling out on defense to get a block, to get a steal, to take a charge, as much as anybody in the NBA. How does that rub off on his teammates when they see a guy with that ability playing that way defensively?
Well, it's contagious because I don't think anybody would disagree with me. I think he's the most talented player on that team.
Yes.
One of the most talented in the history of our league. And when you see him putting forth that type of effort, the other players, they have to follow suit. You know, I've seen him make so many weak side blocks. He's attempting to take charges. He's playing defense at a higher level than he ever has in his career thus far. And I think that's commendable. I mean, all the heat he took from going to the Warriors, he's brought it. And he's brought it times 3. You know, so I'm very impressed with his defensive effort because it's one of the reasons why they're #1.